Hi, beautiful beings. Mars went into Libra today, so I will be doing a little mini horoscope for each rising sign based on this transit of Mars in Libra. We also have Mercury going retrograde in Libra at the end of this month, which is in its pre-shadow phase right now, so you might be feeling technology difficulties, miscommunications coming up. That will be heightened right now as we go into Mercury retrograde phase starting on the 26th, but again, it will be heightened right now until then, and this will really be giving you kind of a foreshadowing of what the Mercury retrograde period is going to be showing you. Oh, hey Gia. Hey Rachel. Love y'all. So I'll be giving a little horoscope for each rising sign, starting with Aries and pulling a card from this beautiful deck, which is the Divine Animals Oracle by Stacey DeMarco, one of my favorites, because Mars represents our animalistic side. It represents our primal nature. It represents our drive, how we express our energy. So Mars in your birth chart is like how you express your energy. It can also be like the way that you show up in conflict, the way that you kind of express your warrior side and take action towards the things that you're passionate about, and really like your energetic drive and your energetic expression. So Mars in Libra is really going to be calling for us to, similar to Mercury being in Libra in this retrograde period, really find harmony within our relationships, and really will cause us to kind of come into conscious confrontation within our relationships. And yeah, I'm talking about rising, but you can also relate this to your sun as well. So Aries rising, this will be transiting your 7th house, so this will just be a huge focus on your relationships. You might even find yourself getting into like more arguments than usual with people you're in relationships with or collaborations with. Not a good time to like sign contracts or to like get into business partnerships with anyone right now, or to like get serious about collaborating with anyone. It's a time to really like reevaluate those things and really reassess like what feels good for you and if it feels like truly aligned in your body and your being. The card that came out for you, Aries rising, is Snake, which is creation. So this will be a really good time to again, like reassess your relationships, reassess the way that you're taking energy and showing up in your relationships, the way that you're expressing yourself in your relationships, and how you can come into a greater sense of harmony and balance with the way that you're expressing your energy and the way that you are allowing yourself to be seen by the other person, and especially the way that you're showing up within those relationships, because they might be a little frictiony right now. You're also going through a lot of healing, Aries risings, in your identity, your sense of self. So that is going to be mirrored to you in your relationship. So it's really about asking yourself and getting clear on what you want to create as it relates to yourself, your identity, the way that you're allowing others to perceive you, and the way that you want to be showing up within your relationships, and really creating what feels good for you from a heart-centered place. Because this is kind of like, the card is like, there's a snake wrapping around this heart here, and there's trees growing out of it. So like whatever you're putting intention and your heart focus on is what you're growing. And so asking yourself, Aries risings, like what you really want that to be right now, and getting clear and focused on that. All right, let's look at Taurus rising. Taurus risings, this will be in your 6th house, so you'll be feeling called to take more action as it relates to your routine, your career, your work life, and really getting serious about your health and coming into a greater sense of harmony. Like there might even be people coming into your life that are going to help you get serious about your health, get serious about your routine, the way that you're really showing up in your life with a sense of like organization and cleanliness, the way that you're dedicating and committing yourself to things, especially as it relates to work, and really like your overall sense of health and well-being is really going to be a big focus for you this next 3 weeks while Mars is transiting this area of your life. You'll also be seeing with Mercury retrograding in this area of your life, you'll be seeing a lot of like communication barriers, communication issues coming to a resolution through your inward focus, and being able to like really ask yourself, okay, how am I contributing to this maybe quote unquote problem? How am I contributing to the shadow that's coming out here within this connection and with this this relationship with whoever this could be. This could look like a lot of people within your work life are going to be prompting you to create more harmony here, create more balance within the way that you're showing up in your work and your career, and how that's directly impacting your sense of well-being, your health, and the way that you're able to show up for yourself and your routine. Let's see what card wants to come out for you, Taurus risings. Oh, there we go. Bison ritual. So yeah, really important for you guys this month as we phase out of September, to really stay focused on your routine, what things really like bring you joy, what also with this will be trining Saturn. Mars will be trining Saturn next week, so really asking yourself like, what do you need to have in your routine that really helps you feel grounded, helps you feel like able to fully express yourself and speak your truth in a way that's authentic, and in a way that also allows you to be seen as the person that you want to be seen as, and like positively affects your and influences your reputation. So really getting clear on what rituals you want to have in your life, what grounding practices you need to have in your life, because as Taurus risings, grounding is such an important thing for you to have a practice of grounding yourself, going out into nature, going on a morning or a night walk, having a meditation practice, something that's really going to help you ground into your state of being and into the earth itself. As we have Native American energy coming out of this card too, like grounding with nature. Maybe animal medicine is needed for you, spending time with more animals, things of that nature, because it will directly impact your health and also how you're showing up in your work life. Okay, Gemini risings, this will be transiting your 5th house. So this is going to be, you're going to feel more creative this next couple weeks. You're going to feel like a lot of people are coming into your life that will help you to feel creative and will help you awaken really like to your true passions, and help you be supported in letting your inner child shine and letting your inner child out, and really embracing that part of you. You might also be seeing where some people in your life are like either like not harming, but like hindering that part of you and not letting that part of you out and shine. So this next couple weeks, as Mars is transiting here and as you have Mercury going retrograde here, this will really be a period of looking at, okay, what people in my life like help me to feel like awakened in my inner child, help me to feel creative, help me to feel passionate, help me to feel joyful about what I'm doing, and help me shine, because this area of your life is like in transits here really ask you to look at what allows you to shine. Yeah, Gemini. So Gemini rising is like, what this month do you really need to, what people do you need to surround yourself with that help you to shine in your truest form and your truest light? Sea turtle came out for you. I love turtles. They're so graceful and so beautiful. And this the word here is stability. So what people in your life help you to feel stable in your sense to be in your sense of creativity and your sense of really like being awakened in your passions, and also allowing yourself to like explore and adventure and like learn and study things. Like what people inspire that in you and help that to come out of you and help like empower and harness that and nurture that side of you. So that's going to be a big focus for you the next 3 weeks, Gemini risings, like the people in your life that you need to surround yourself with that are really going to contribute to you feeling your best and being your best and expressing that to the world. All right, Cancer risings. This is transiting your 4th house. So Cancer risings, your home is naturally important for you, and this transit will be moving through your area of home and your area of the subconscious as well. So you might be getting a lot of downloads about what you're in your belief systems, what in your subconscious and your psyche you need to heal, and really taking action towards that to create a greater sense of harmony in yourself, and in your home life, and in the people with the people around you as well. You might even be finding yourself like needing to speak your truth more as it relates to like your roommates or your family, or whatever situation you have going on in your home. Really speaking your truth in that area of your life, because it's going to directly affect your health, and it's going to directly affect the way that you're able to like be yourself and show up as yourself, empowered in yourself. Cancer risings, you really have a beautiful ability to nurture people, but sometimes that can be at your own detriment. So really asking yourself like, okay, where am I giving too much energy to other people? Where am I taking on too much maybe from other people, maybe especially in your home life, or maybe like getting too involved in other people's business or resources, and where do I need to like kind of hone it back into me. You're going through a lot of healing right now in your career, so like having some grace with yourself in that area of your life to just know that it's all working out for the best. And this focus in your home life is only going to get amplified towards the end of the month and towards the middle of October, as we have Libra, the sun moving into Libra there in that area of your life. So really big focus on healing from within, healing the divine feminine, Cancer risings. Really big time for that for you. Especially, as we have Venus transiting your 5th house, which I talked about in my live last week. You can go see that on my IGTV and also on my YouTube, about kind of what Venus and Scorpio will be calling for you to look at, Cancer risings. But I really just see a big focus on your home, a big focus on your subconscious, and really healing wounds that are there, deep, maybe embedded, that you didn't really know, and really going through a transformation within that. So trusting your intuition. Maybe you've even seen black cats and it's like a sign of luck for you, I'm getting. Purpose, really allowing yourself to know that you are living out your purpose, and that even though it might feel like you're in danger, because there's sharks here on this card, like in danger maybe of like not having a job or not having clarity around your career, like it's all coming together and it's all working out for you, Cancers. You are so supported. And cycles, you're going through a really big cycle right now of death and rebirth, and so it's time to like honor that, and this will ease up the next few months, but right now you're going through a huge transformation and everything is happening for you, Cancer risings, and so it's time to trust that. All right, Leo risings. This is Mars in Libra is transiting your 3rd house. So this is the area of life that rules your perception, rules your communication, rules your mental capacity, the way in which you think about things, the story you tell yourself, and then in turn that creates your reality. So Leo risings, you're really going to be going through a sort of, the word that's coming through is reintegration, but I don't know if that's the right word or if that makes sense. You guys will have to let me know in the comments if that makes sense for you, Leo risings. But like I guess it does make sense. A reintegration of like the stories that you're telling yourself and the perception that you're choosing to have around your life, and how that in turn is either creating harmonious relationships for you or inharmonious relationships for you, and maybe causing conflicts within your relationships because of the stories that you're telling yourself around the relationships and the interactions you're having with people. So Leo rising is really asking yourselves like what relationships do you want to have in your life, and what stories do you want to tell to create that for yourself, because our words are so powerful. There's a book called Your Word is Your Wand, and it's literally like so true. Like you don't even really need to read the book to have that concept of like your word is your wand, what you're speaking is truth, and that's what's going to be created for you. And this is especially true for you, Leo rising, during this time right now of really asking yourself like what relationships do you want to create, what relationships do you want to call in, and how have you been blocking that or resisting that based on the story that you're telling yourself around it, and the story that you're telling about people around you in your life. So really asking yourself and taking action towards like, again, what you consciously want to create as it relates to your relationships, what kind of collaborations you want to have, what kind of community you want to be surrounded with, and really getting serious about that and staying dedicated to that vision, even if it doesn't look like it, and not allowing yourself to align with anything that's not your vision for what this is going to look like for you, Leo risings. And again, your perception is so powerful and so important, and it is I don't want to say to blame, but it is responsible for the things that you're creating in your life. So asking yourself what needs to change around that. Work came out for you, Leo risings. I feel like you guys have been doing a lot of work on yourselves. You've been doing a lot of work on, especially with Neptune and Pallas right now transiting your 8th house, and Chiron in your 9th house. You've been doing a lot of work around your subconscious beliefs, around changing your perceptions in the outside world, on the external, but it's time to take that inward now and really ask yourself like, okay, what needs to change inside? What needs to change with me? What needs to change with the things I'm repeating myself, the thought loops that I'm giving weight to and believing, because beliefs are stemmed from thoughts that we give weight to, that we keep thinking, that we have on repeat, that we are then believing. So really putting work towards, again, what you want to be creating, what you want to be true for yourself, Leo risings, and not kind of staying steadfast in that vision and not giving any weight to anything that doesn't look like that. On the bottom is peacock, prosperity. I feel like Leo risings, when you really are able to stay in that vision, like prosperity and abundance will just start to come in for you when you really like don't allow yourselves to be deterred by what things look like on the external. Virgo risings. Mars in Libra will be transiting your second house the next few weeks. So this is the area of life that rules your self-worth, your finances, and your material possessions. So you're really taking action towards, you might even be going through like a little bit of a spring cleaning, Virgo risings, and really asking yourself, like, what possessions do you want to have in your life that really bring and surround you with beauty, bring in beauty and surround you with beauty, and really like feel good to you and aesthetically pleasing. As Libra rules your second house, you need to have material possessions that feel good and feel beautiful. And so this is kind of going to be going through a big focus for you the next couple weeks, especially if we have Mercury retrograding in this area of your life. Like, really, how are you communicating to yourself around your self-worth and the things that you're worthy of having, and really asking yourself to get serious about those things and take action towards what you want to create, and not allowing yourself to be deterred. And again, this is like a big collective theme right now, not allowing ourselves to be deterred by the external and how things look, and really having faith in our vision and knowing that it's coming in even when things don't look like it. So Virgo risings, this is really a time to take action towards creating the material possessions in your life that you want to have, that you're consciously creating, that you're consciously calling in, and knowing that you're worthy of them, and really creating harmony within your internal state. And that way, knowing that you're worthy of having whatever you want, even if it's like expensive, quote unquote, because expense is just relative. Things that we want cost money, and it just really is like a matter of comparison if it's expensive or not. So really asking yourself, like, does it feel good for me to have this, and knowing that it's going to lead you to a good place, and it's you're worthy of having it in your life, Virgo risings. And it's not only going to change your vibration and help you feel more abundant so that you attract more abundance, but it is going to like help you in your day-to-day feel that level of abundance that will attract more abundance to you. Learning came out for you, Virgo risings. You're really learning what you need right now, especially as it relates to the things that you have in your life, as that relates to your career and how that makes you feel, your well-being, your health. Really big focus for you right now, Virgo risings, is like your career, your work, and really asking yourself, like, how can I align with the things and the routines that make me feel really good and make me feel like healthy and wealthy and thriving, and really asking yourself, like, what do I need in my life and my physical world reality to be able to align with that vibration. So a lot of learning for you, Virgo risings, and groundedness. So you're really starting to see like how the things that you have in your life and in your room, in your house, make you feel grounded or make you feel maybe like scattered. And if you're feeling scattered, maybe it's time to spend more time in nature, to really go ground yourself, and also know that the material possessions you have in your house are really playing into that sense of feeling grounded or not. All right, Libra risings. Mars is transiting your first house, so you are starting to take action and initiative towards the person that you want to be expressing yourself as, and the person that you want to be seen as in the world. 3 cards just fell out for you, Libra risings. So you're really taking action towards the way that you want to be presenting yourself to the world, the way that you want to be perceived as in the world. I think I already just said that, so I might be repeating myself now. You'll really be starting to go through this phase of regeneration and reassessment of like the way that you're communicating yourself to others, and the way that you're being seen as by others through your communication, through your speech, like how you're the energy that's behind your words, and the energy that you're really presenting to people before you even say anything at all, Libra risings. You're really finding your happiness this transit, Mars and Libra, which I totally forgot to put as a pinned comment, but whatever. I feel like most of y'all are also replay anyways, so you'll know what I'm talking about in this video. Happiness. It's really about, Libra risings, like you finding what makes you happy right now, and you're going through a huge like transformation and reassessment within your creativity, within your passions, within your inner child, and how you're allowing those things to be expressed freely, and how you're allowing those parts of you to be seen by others, and really asking yourself, like, what does make me feel happy? What does make me feel blissful? And really allowing yourself to like have those feelings, even if there's some things you're maybe not yet have called in, really knowing that you get to be happy because you choose to be, and that's really as simple as it gets. And that's what you're realizing right now, Libra risings. And through observation and seeing things from a bird's eye view, you're really starting to see, oh, like I actually do have a lot of the things that I've been talking about wanting for so long, and it's just my own like thought patterns and loops of comparison that's stopping me from like actually being happy with the things that I want right now. So really asking yourself, like, how can you be happy with what you already have? And how can you choose to be happy because you have created the life that you have? And even if it's not to, the perfect example of what you wanted it to look like by now, or, whatever your comparison or expectation is of yourself, you're really starting to realize, like, again, through observation, through seeing things from a different perspective, and willing yourself to be happy despite what things do or do not look like as it relates to your expectations of how they should look like. Libra Risings, you have a tendency to should yourself and to have really high expectations and get a little bit disappointed when things don't look a certain way, but it's really about grounding yourself in the present moment and being grateful for the things that you do have, which you do have such an ability to do, Libra Risings, when you choose to, when you really enact your will to be grateful for what you have, and know that it's enough as it is right now. And yes, more is coming to you, and yes, you're creating the things that you wanted to be creating, but it takes time. It takes time, and having grace for yourself through the process of it all, and knowing that you can be happy right now despite what you do or don't have. All right, Scorpio Risings. This is transiting your 12th house, so this next couple weeks are going to feel a little bit heavy, a little bit like you're going through a kind of like big purge and death and rebirth of the way that you're taking action, the way that you're expressing your energy to the world, and how that then in turn is playing into your identity and how you're being seen by others. Really big focus for you too, Scorpio Risings, on your home life and what is creating harmony in your home life, or hindering your ability to be yourself, based on what's going on in your home life. Prosperity came out for your Scorpio Risings. I feel like this is a really going to be abundant time for you the next couple weeks, when you're really able to go to the depths. Scorpio Risings, what you're really good at is going to the depths of things and rising like the phoenix out of it and choosing to see duality. And on the bottom here is fear. Don't allow yourself, Scorpio Risings, to get caught up in fear. And this is something I see a lot with clients and with friends I know that are Scorpio Risings, is they have a tendency to get caught up in this fear mindset, this controlling mindset of like, if I don't know how it's going to happen, then it's not going to happen. And that's just not true. Like, that's a limiting belief. And so really asking yourself, like, how can I have faith? How can I remember that it's all working out for me? And really come back to that place of love through the transformation of that fear. Like, you are so naturally gifted at transformation, Scorpio Rising. So allowing yourself to go through that transformation of transmuting your fear into love and really coming back to that over and over and over again. And you'll really be finding, you might even be noticing how past lives things have been tying into your life, and how you can use those to not only heal yourself, but use those to give back to the world around you and heal others in your life too. You have Mars will be trining the North Node right now in your 8th house, Scorpio Rising. So this is a huge transformation, a huge time of transformation for you, of death and rebirth, and really looking at the things that have kept you stuck as it relates to aligning with your destiny and taking action towards that, and being willing to transmute that to move into a greater sense of harmony with the way that you're communicating yourself on the path towards your destiny. All right, Sagittarius Risings. Let's see, this Mars and Libra season will be in your 11th house, so you'll probably be showing up more on social media and technology, whatever that resonates with for you. That could be a blog, that could be YouTube, that could be showing up on Instagram more, that could be going live more on Facebook, that could be showing up on Clubhouse, or maybe starting to do Clubhouse rooms. If you haven't heard of Clubhouse, it's amazing. I highly recommend it. But yeah, Sag Risings, you're really going to be taking more action towards showing up on social media, putting yourself out there, being seen on technology, being seen by the world, being seen by people that you wouldn't otherwise be seen by, which is what technology allows us to do, is to be seen by people all over the world, and people that we wouldn't notice, or wouldn't see or interact with on our day-to-day lives. So that's a big focus for you the next 3 weeks, Sagittarius Risings, and also creating connections and collaborations with people that are going to align you with your destiny, and being really communicative about that. And also changing the stories that you've had for yourself around the way that you show up on social media, the way that you show up in your relationships or collaborations with people, and really getting more discipline in this area of your life and taking more action to bring in those collaborations that are truly aligned for you. I'm gonna pull another card out for you guys, Sagittarius Risings. You have the South Node in your 1st house right now, so you're going through a big purge of identity, and this will be easing up through the end of the year. You're also going through a huge healing right now in your inner child, your ability to be creative and passionate about the things that you love to do. So really allowing that part of you to go through this kind of like death cycle and rebirth, so you can really truly be reborn and align with your highest destiny and be able to communicate that to the people that need your work and need what you want to share with people. And showing up on social media. I can't, like, that message just keeps coming through. Maybe this is even like a podcast. Starting really just using your voice to put yourself out there and be known by people. Freedom. Yeah, allowing your voice to be free, allowing yourself to be free, and allowing your philosopher to come out, allowing your teacher to come out, allowing yourself to teach through the experience that you have and the innate wisdom that you have, Sagittarius risings, and how that's really like played into your life experience and taught you a lot of things that other people haven't been taught because they haven't had the same experiences as you. And it's 333 right now. So taking action towards your purpose, putting yourself out there, allowing yourself to be seen, and feeling freedom within that, and not holding yourself back anymore, Sagittarius risings. Song lines came out for you as well. So maybe ocean medicine is needed, spending time near water, or taking Epsom salt baths, or really like going deeper into that clearing mode of really like shedding the things that aren't you, that are just your conditioning that you've been subject to, that isn't your truth, Sagittarius risings. It's so important for you to honor your truth. That's big Sag energy, and really express the part of yourself that wants to be seen, that wants to show up in your fullest light, and allowing that part of you to feel okay to express itself and taking action towards that. Okay, Capricorn risings. Let's see, I just lost Mars. Oh, Mars for you guys, Capricorn risings, is in your 10th house. So this is focusing on your career, this is your reputation. You're really taking action towards your highest destiny, towards your highest potential, really listening to your higher self the next 3 weeks, and what your higher self is like, the messages that they're sending you as it relates to taking action in your life, and really expressing your energy in a way that allows you to be seen as the badass that you are. And I feel like, I think this came out when I was doing your Venus and Scorpio horoscope, Capricorn risings, like really showing up too, similar to Sag risings on social media, because that is where you're going to be really magnetic the next 3 weeks, taking action towards that, because this is directly aligned with your career, your reputation, your highest self, your highest purpose, like the reason that you came here. And also like that plays into your self-worth. So really allowing yourself to be seen as worthy, because you're worthy of sharing your gifts, you're worthy of being seen, you're worthy of being known as the badass that you are, Cap risings. Transformation came out for you guys. Sea otter, maybe a lot of ocean medicines coming out. Yeah, allowing yourself to be transformed and really like transmute whatever beliefs have been holding you back as it relates to your worthiness, and going through a transformation of the way that the relationship you have with your inner child, the relationship you have with your creativity, allowing yourself to share your experiences, the things that you have learned through the things that you have experienced in your life, the journeys that you've been on and been through. And also relationships right now are a big mirror for you, and how you're going to really align with the career that's meant for you is through collaborations and through people. A lot of inspiration, Cap risings, will be coming in through you from other people. So really allowing yourself to connect with people that feel good, that feel aligned, and maybe even going into some collaborations that will help you to find success within your career and really be known as the person you want to be known as. Sacrifice came out for you, and companionship. So yeah, maybe you'll even be sacrificing some relationships that you thought were really aligned but turned out to not be. Through this Mercury retrograde period, you'll really be realizing like who has your back and who doesn't in times of need. So really like sacrificing like what you perceived things to be and expectations that you may have had with the people in your life, and releasing those to call in the new and bring in the new for yourself, Cap risings. All right, Aquarius risings, this is transiting Mars and Libra will be transiting your 9th house, so you might be feeling called to travel or just explore new places in your area, to really gain a new perspective and to really take more action towards the things that have been calling for you to do. And this is going to correlate and correspond to your identity and the way that you're seeing yourself. Stability came out for you, Aquarius risings. I think this came out for, I don't remember now, Leo risings, or maybe you have some Leo in your chart, or maybe it was Gemini risings. I can't remember. But Check your other placements as well, as they might give you more clarity. Will came out for you, Aquarius Risings, and the Watcher, Snow Leopard. So really allowing yourself to find stability through staying grounded in your truth and who you know yourself to be, and not allowing anyone to shake you from that, Aquarius Risings. You're going through a huge awakening right now in terms of your self-worth, in terms of the way that you've perceived yourself as being worthy. That's going through a huge change for you, and you're really starting to align more with your inner child, align more with, and this is again a big collective energy right now too, really align with your creativity, your passions, and really feel awakened in those. You have a grand trine right now in your 12th, 8th, and 4th house. So really calling for you to, tap more into your intuition, really get in tune with your emotions and how those are playing into your belief systems, how those are playing into the version of you that's not true, not your true self. And how you can really align with the highest version of you that is your true self. And you might even be feeling called to take action towards studying something new or learning about something new. And there will be a lot of people coming into your life that will teach you a lot of things too. And that will then in turn help you really awaken into your truth and really express yourself as that new person, because you have Saturn in your first house right now. You're going through kind of like a not a Saturn return, but depending on where you have Saturn in your chart, maybe you are going through a Saturn return in your first house if you're in Aquarius Rising, those Saturn and Aquarius. But Saturn is in your first house right now, Aquarius Rising, so you're going through a huge like shakeup in terms of who you are, how you present yourself to be, your maybe even your actual physical image, and like the way that you've like, what's the word I'm looking for, like expressed yourself, is going through a huge change too. So really asking yourself like, okay, what feels good to me? What feels true? How can I take action towards that from that place? And I feel like, again, people will be coming into your life, relationships, collaborations, and connections will come in that will really help you and inspire you to align with your truth and really help you find clarity in that. All right. Pisces Risings, this is transiting your 8th house, so you are going through a cycle of also heightening your intuition, Pisces Risings, and really getting clear on what your gifts are, what your psychic and intuitive gifts are, how you can share those with the world, and taking action towards that, and allowing yourself to express the part of you that maybe you've thought of as taboo or thought of as like occult or like weird, and really allowing yourself to be seen as that, Pisces Risings. And there will be people coming into your life. Again, we have a lot of Libra energy, so a lot of connections will be bringing us inspiration in the next 3-4 weeks. A lot of people will be inspiring us to take actions. This is a collective horoscope as well, but especially for you, Pisces Risings, people in your life and connections in your life, collaborations in your life will really be calling for you to go to the depths of your psyche, look at subconscious beliefs and how you can change them, to take action towards what you want to be creating for yourself, how you want to be expressing yourself. The transformation that you want to be going through is, other people are going to help you and help inspire you to go through that for yourself and really awaken into your truest abilities, your psychic gifts, your what you're here to share with the world and what you're here to do, Pisces Risings. What else do I see for you, Pisces Risings? You're going through a big release in your career right now, so similar to Cancer Risings, if you feel like a big shakeup in your career, know that it's happening for you and everything is aligning for your highest good, and it will all work out for the best. Freedom came out for Sagittarius Risings too, so maybe you have Sagittarius in your chart. I would check out that horoscope as well. Freedom is important for you right now, Pisces Risings, allowing yourself to be free from the darkness that you may have gone through, maybe still are going through, and allowing yourself to really go through the transformation of that and come out on the other side in the light and with hope, with peace. Peace, Gorilla came out, really choosing to see things from a higher perspective right now, Pisces Risings, and choosing like how you can come back to your peace and your happiness at any moment. Kind of similar to the horoscope for Libra Rising, so maybe you have some Libra in your chart, check that horoscope out as well. Pisces Risings, I just see like a huge awakening for you happening and a huge like activation within your intuitive gifts, your psychic abilities, and the way that you're really taking action towards sharing those with the world, and how that then in turn is like calling and magnetizing things to you in your life. So with that, I feel complete. thank you all for being here and for watching my Mars and Libra horoscope. I hope it resonated with you. I'm excited to hear how it did. If you would like to pay it forward and gift me for this service, the link to do so is in my bio. Giving is receiving. I love you all so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful season of Mars in Libra. Much love.